Hello everyone, welcome to our Wellness Day live here on Planet Wellness. We are showing you the topic that we'll be talking about today. So this is Patrina and Ronald.
Hi.
If you're watching live, please say hello in the comments, and it's hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. What we're going to be showing you today and explaining the benefits of, it's going to be very useful, especially in this time season where we've got, colds, flus, coughs, all sorts of germs going through, and we want to keep our immune
And
system
viruses.
strong. Viruses, yeah.
No names.
That's right. So tag your friends and, share this video once you're finished with it, and do also share with your friends, share with your colleagues, and also let us know how you get on with our video. So I'll hand you over to Ronald to explain.
Yeah, so what we're going to talk about today is a very, very powerful fruit. It's a citrus fruit. As you know, in the citrus, you've got limes, you've got camphor limes, you've got limes,
Lemons.
you've got oranges, lemons, pomelo,
Grapefruit.
grapefruit.
Yeah.
These are all citrus fruits. And citrus fruit family is known for its level of vitamin C, right? Now, at the end of this this presentation, I'm going to give you a fantastic recipe for an improved Thai, Thai, Tom Yum soup. Thai, Tom soup. I've been to Thailand many, many times, and I love the food there. It's fantastic, very fresh. The fish is fresh. The vegetables are fresh, the limes are fresh, fresh, picked from their own tree in the farm, right? And once you've tasted the Thai Tom Yum soup, you always yearn to go back there and eat it. And so I've taken the recipe, I've watched it carefully over years and years and years, and I've improved it. So I'm going to give you the recipe I use. You'll love it. From now on, about once a week, you should do it. It'll be very good for you. Okay, so we're going to talk about limes.
Shall I show them the tree again?
Yes, show them the tree. Show them the tree.
Okay, here we go. We've got a tree in our garden.
Yes, we've got it's actually a bush, but let's
bush,
call it a tree, yeah.
So
Okay.
these are the leaves,
Yeah.
you can see.
Very healthy, very healthy. Now show them that leaf.
Okay,
Look at
this
that one. See that?
leaf.
Look how healthy that is. Very
Yes.
healthy, right? Then we're going to show you the tree's very healthy because even in autumn, we're now in autumn, you can see the young leaves
Yes.
are shooting up. That means it's growing. The tree is very, very healthy, right? And if you see underneath, I've put black compost. Can you see the compost?
Yes.
The black compost there, and that is feeding that tree extremely well, right? Now, the tree is about probably 3 or 4 feet wide
Okay.
from here all the way to the right up there, like that,
Yep.
you can see it. And it's about probably 3 feet high, okay? And it is actually growing in a tub. It's a form of slate stub that was used slate to carry. That's a tub. I've used it to make up a tub for the solid. Now in that tub, I've got the lime, the kaffir lime tree, Kaffir, kaffir lime, and then next to it is what I call the pineapple sage, which is a different herb again. That's a pineapple sage.
We'll
right?
talk about that
We'll talk
in
about it
another
another
video.
day, right? Now, so what we're going to do? We're going to explain to you why a lime is so efficient. And the lime tree is extremely useful. Extremely useful. Not only do you get the fruit, right? And not only do you get the fruit, but that's a normal lime. Okay, that's a usual lime which is quite smooth. Right? The one I've got here, we've just showed you before, that's a kaffir lime. It's like that, except the skin is it's got like warts all over it, right? And that's a kaffir lime. And they're both very effective. So that's that one. That's a normal lime. And then the other one is a kaffir lime. Now, why is it so important? By the by, that's a lemon. Can you see? That's a small lemon. Now, the lemon's quite effective as well, but there's much more vitamin C, about as much as 2 or 3 times more in a lime. Also, the time of taste of lime is different. Very tasty. If you want to use it on oysters, on prawns, on fish, that's the one I recommend, okay? But the kaffir lime is also very, very good, right? Okay, so why is it so good for you? Number one, imagine that. You take a leaf, right? You can take a leaf like this. I'll pick it, I'll show you. I'll take a leaf like that. You wash it, of course, and then you crush it like that. You crush it like that, and guess what you do with it? You rub it on your teeth. See, you rub it on your teeth. Smell that, Katrina. Wow, you know,
can
amazing.
smell it.
It's good
Wow,
smell it, can't you?
yes, yeah.
You put it on your teeth like this, you see, and you put it under your teeth, all right, and you chew it, chew it. And what that does, it takes all the bacteria out of your mouth. If you've got bacteria in your mouth, you could get sick with that. It will. You rub it on there like that, because it's clean. Underneath, over the top like that, cuts it all out, and then you chew on it, and the flavour goes into your mouth. Magnificent, right? And that is a very effective way of disinfecting your mouth, right? And of course, after that, you should use a good toothpaste and toothbrush and clean your teeth, right? You get that first morning and night, so the bacteria is always out of your mouth, because bacteria in the mouth from, say, eating the wrong foods or whatever can cause problems with the stomach later. Okay, that's one. Very good disinfectant. Guess what else? You can use it for making tea, right? We use 3 of those leaves, three kaffir lime leaves, 8 olive leaves, and 3 raspberry leaves, and we put that in a teapot, in a dedicated teapot. So I'll repeat that: 3 kaffir lime leaves like that, 8 olive leaves, and 3 raspberry leaves. You put that in a teapot, a dedicated teapot, boiling water on top, 7 to 8 minutes infused. In other words, you let it brew. After 7 to 8 minutes, you put that into a teacup. You put a teaspoon of what I call manuka honey, +5 is fine. You can go to up to +35, but then you're paying very big pounds or dollars, right? So you can use manuka +5. I usually buy mine from Lidl. It's quite a good price, about £4 or £5 for it's quite a small jar, but you use teaspoon only. And then you stir it all up, and you sit down and you enjoy that. It's a phenomenal tea for getting rid of coughs and colds and flu and prevention, right? What else? The lime, because of the green colour, has got chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a disinfectant, right? It's part of the nature of trees when it's green. Chlorophyll is a magic in the leaves. It's very effective for your liver, the kidneys, and so on, and basically cleaning the blood. Okay, that's chlorophyll. In addition to that, you've got vitamin A, you've got a vitamin B12, you've got vitamin C, right? You've got vitamin D, you've got silica, boron, molybdenum, and you get zinc in all of that. So now when you use the lime, just make sure that you do it at the time. You see that there? It's very strong, very solid. So what you do, I'll give you a little trick what we do. When you're going to you wash this, of course, you wash the outside, and watch what I do. Imagine this is your top, your basin, right, your top. You get your hands like that, and you put it like that, and you roll this. You press it and you roll this on your wooden top. You get it? Your desktop, whatever. You do it like that, or bench top. You squeeze it, and as you do that, you will feel the structure inside the lime breaking up. That's what they call the little segments, right? Like sector. Right? So remember, put that like that. Push it really hard like that with your hands. Won't hurt you, like that. And then you'll see that will become very soft inside. Like it'll become very pliable. You then get a very sharp knife. You cut it down the middle, and then you'll see the juice ready to go. You then squeeze that juice on your fish or your chicken or whatever you're eating, or salads, right? That's the way to measure it. Now, a few more benefits. Anti-cancer. It's very effective on prevention of cancer, right? Because it is so rich in vitamin C, and it's got a life force of its own, right? The lime. Now, I did promise you that I would give you a fantastic Thai tom yum recipe. I've improved it tremendously. Okay, for one person, right? One person, you get 10 prawns, and please don't get conned, right? Don't buy these king prawns that look like shrimps like that. That's not a king prawn. That's a shrimp. Right? They sell prawns like that. They call it king prawns. No. In Malaysia, your king prawn is 7 inches long. That's a king prawn. Right?
And it's very meaty as well.
It's meaty, really meaty. That is proper king prawn. The stuff they sell like that for king prawns, they're conning you. That's not right. That is a shrimp. And they make you pay for king prawn for that size. No way. So get a prawn about that big, about 2 or 3 inches long. You can get those, right? You can get some Asian shops sell a packet, quite a big packet for about £10, right? Some places like Iceland, they sell some good quality as well, and so that's because you can get prawns that are good quality at that level. Probably get about 50 prawns. Now, for one person, you get a Pyrex jar. You get a Pyrex jar, right, or pot, what do you call it? Put 10 prawns in it. And by the way, you've peeled the prawns, right? You've peeled the prawns, and the prawns are inside, okay? That's the first thing. After that, you get 1 red onion, and you chop it up really fine in rings, right? You cut it in rings, you put that on top of the prawns, okay? Then you put 3 cloves of garlic, chopped up really, really fine, and about 1 inch of ginger, right? Cut that really fine, or grated is better.
With the skin though.
With the skin on, you grate that, put it on. Then you put about six red chilies, right? About that long, chopped up really fine. 6 red chilies.
Depends on how hot the chilies
Depends
are.
how the chilies are, yes. If you got those tiny little yellow ones like that, be very careful. It could be you only need 1. But the red chilies like that, I can take up to 6. No problem at all. But if it's too hot for you, just measure the chili to your taste, right? But at least have some chili, right? Because that gives it a real kick, right? Okay, so what have we got so far? We got the prawns, onions, ginger, garlic, chili. Now put a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of good curry powder as well on top, right? Now then you get boiling hot water. You pour it in that container, right? And you stir it all up. So in other words, all those mixtures, the herbs, are mixing with the prawns at that point in time. You stir it and you let it marinate. Oh yeah, one more thing. You put 2 tablespoons of Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and then put a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. That's something that Tom the Thais don't do, but I do that. I add the olive oil. It makes flavour and also nutrition.
And sel de Garonne
And
sea salt.
sel de Garonne sea salt, about a teaspoon per person. Right?
I think you omitted lemongrass, don't you?
Lemongrass, you can use it if you've got some, but it can be very expensive, right? If you can get your fresh lemongrass, even better, but I doubt it, especially in London. However, you got all that mixture? Got all that? So then boiling water, on about, cover it, let it marinate for about 10 minutes, okay? Then you transfer that container with all that goodness into a proper stainless steel pot. And then at that point in time, you heat it up a bit more, okay? And then about 5 or 10 minutes before it gets to serving time, you squeeze the lime, okay? This lime of the
juice.
Lime, the juice. You squeeze it in there, and you take the other half that's been cut at that point in time, chop it up really, really fine with a sharp knife. I use what I call a samurai design knife, very, very small, only half of that. The other half you can keep in the fridge. And then you put that in and you cook that slowly, very similarly, for about 10-15 minutes, right? In other words, you let all those herbs infuse into the prawns, right? Get it? Lovely, delicious, right? And then about 10-15 minutes later, it's quite hot. You serve that, right? That's the serve for 1 person. All you do, if you want 2 people, you just do 20 prawns, 30 prawns for 3. You get the idea?
Yes.
And you repeat the same thing.
And you can garnish it with coriander as well, herbs like coriander.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Very true. Very smart. Don't cook the coriander. Don't cook the coriander. Have the coriander or basil, or basil, fresh. Chop it up really fine, and then you sprinkle that on the plate that you're going to serve the soup in, or the soup plate, right? And then I tell you will thank me forever. Right? I guarantee if you get that dish, you'll want to do that if you serve that to your guests, that is deserving of any 5-star hotel.
And this soup is, delicious any time of the year, especially if you're in a colder climate.
Yes.
It's going to be really lovely.
Yeah, like about a month or 2 months from now, it'll be almost winter. That's when you make the tom yum soup. You make the Ronald Thai tom yum soup because it's improved. The Thais don't put olive oil. They don't put olive oil in. They don't put sel de Garonne in. They do put chili though.
Yes.
Right? But they don't put a lot of ginger. But we know the right amounts. You got the right amount of ginger, the right amount of garlic, and that gives it not just the flavor, but it gives you an enormous amount of nutrition with sulfur. When you put garlic and all this type of sulfur type foods, it becomes, they're very strong disinfectant inside your gut, right? Now, some people will tell you, don't eat a lot of prawns because they're bottom feeders. Look, if you eat prawns once a week, once every 10 days, it's quite delicious, right? And it's not going to harm you. In fact, the protein is quite good, but make sure you clean the prawns thoroughly, right? And by the way, there's another way you can do it. You can leave the shell of the prawns in the soup. When you're making the soup, you can leave the shell, you wash it, you leave the shell, entire shell, exactly everything, you put that in the thing, you do the same boiling water and everything else, you infuse it and everything else, and then at the last minute, as you're about to serve it, you can leave it. You can have two options. You can leave the guest or wherever you're going to serve with the entire prawn, and then they can peel their prawns themselves, because what you're going to remember, if you do it that way, the shell has got calcium, magnesium, and other minerals in it. It will release that into the soup. That's a good way to do it. But if you can't be bothered, doing that at the table, you can peel the prawn before you cook the soup. Okay, makes sense? So you got these two options. I hope you enjoy it, and we look forward to getting your feedback.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
So give us our video a like and a heart or wow emoji if you do enjoy this video. Remember to share it with your friends as well. And if you're watching this replay on on YouTube, please do also subscribe to our channel so that you can keep updated with further videos that we do as well.
Just so you understand, now I want you to Petrina and I, we're the best living example of what we talk about. We're the living example, right? And what I mean by that is that we do not look sick at all. We look very, very healthy because we are how healthy. Now, Petrina is 53, right? Everybody thinks she's 35. Look at her skin, no makeup, no foundation, no lipstick, no need. She's just naturally beautiful. In my case, I've just turned 75, still got my hair, right? Just got it cut short. Look at the skin, like tan. In this weather, tan, look at that skin. Not saying that to brag, we're saying it to give you encouragement that you can achieve good skin till very late. 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, you can still have very good skin. And then look at the hands, strong, solid, good man. Look at the veins, see, working properly. It's all good food. And those hands have seen 75 years of work, and they will do another 25 to 30 years on top of it because we eat organic food as much as we can. I hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to your feedback.
Okay, so enjoy your week, and we will see you next week.
Yes.
Next week we'll be back at 1:30 p.m. UK time. So
on Wednesday.
Yes, join us then on Wednesday on this page.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye.
Take care.